I'm out in the water, come jump right in, 'cause we going farther than we ever been. I'm out in the water, come jump right in, we going farther than we ever been.
Ding. Ocean Waves, episode 40?
40, I think.
40.
We're in the forest.
Welcome.
Made it to the forest. We're
Yeah.
close to a year.
Yeah, we're close. 3 months.
Close to a year.
That should do some extras. We actually got to catch up less than 3 months.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we should do, if we really, I think the best idea would do one Sunday night and then do one Wednesday night. And then post Tuesday and Thursday. It's like 2 days in between each one.
We'll see.
That Friday, Saturday.
I would be down to do one either tomorrow night or Saturday night. Preferably tomorrow night. Because I literally work all day tomorrow and all day Saturday. So I'm down literally just to like work all day. Fucking do the pod. Wake up. Go to work.
True.
And then be free because I'm off Sunday.
Facts.
Yeah.
Episode 40.
Episode 40.
We made it. Anyone who thought that it wasn't going to come out this week.
Was right.
Nah, it's going to. Not on time.
I think my thing's too low.
It's coming up tomorrow. I'll post it by tomorrow.
Yeah. I thought today was Wednesday. I was like, oh, yeah, we should knock one out real quick.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be
We just
late,
need some stock, dude.
Yeah, in some ways, yes. In other ways, I just think that a shift happened, and it's just like getting accustomed to
Yeah.
where it would be like we'd be waiting for them like we did it on Sundays because that's when the day that they decided. So now for us, we have to kind of like, I think we should do it again. We should do it Mondays again after work because Sunday is like your free day, right? Considered between you two, right?
Definitely can't be Sunday.
So it's like, and then Monday you work, and then Tuesday, Wednesday we have the baby, and then it's like we're destined to do it at like 11 p.m. anyway. At least you get home at like whatever time, 6. Especially now. I mean, this week you said you had to work double, but
yeah, Monday is cool.
But usually
Monday
you get up at like
work.
4 or 5 or whatever.
Monday, and then honestly I think Fridays, because Fridays I work Saturdays anyway. Saturday I'm off Sunday, so it's like I'm in that free space.
Yeah.
So I feel like
usually I work at 2 on Saturday, so I mean I don't mind doing it Friday.
Yeah,
night.
Friday. I was just saying even to have if we were gonna do double time, like if we did,
or even Thursday mornings, like
yeah,
I'm cool to just like wake up and do like Thursday morning.
Yeah, technically if we woke up at like 8 a.m.
I mean, if I would have woke up an hour earlier, we could have done it.
Yeah.
But I got like my sleep interrupted because I got called by the car guy. And I could have woken up then, but like if I would have went to bed at a normal time, I would have been able to wake up at 9, 10. We could have done one.
Yeah.
But what happened was I literally stayed up till like fucking like 5 a.m. watching Planet of the Apes and shit. I was like not going to bed.
That's funny.
And I was like, I could literally start the third one, but I like forced myself to.
Wait, you watched
the
the first two now?
Yeah, I literally watched them. I watched like the second half of the first one and the entire second movie, and I was ready to watch the third movie. I was like, I'm gonna just watch it, and I was like, this is it. Hey, I shouldn't do this. I should go to bed.
Yeah.
So I went to bed. So yeah. Then you didn't. Then by the time you came, it was like 11:15. I was like, I don't want to just do like a.
It would have been a quick one.
Yeah, I don't want to just like. I don't want to.
And
I want to
working
rub
out,
one out, you know.
Because I was able to sneak out real quick before she went to work and get some food for the day and get her gas and.
Then I ended up getting in the car.
Yeah.
So that worked out.
I forgot his bottle. I was like, oh my god, he packed everything up. Had the milk. I had the thing.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I was like, oh yeah.
And then I was like, oh, he's probably he's gonna be hungry soon, so I'll just feed him. I'll have Amber feed him on the ride back.
True.
And then I was like, no, I forgot the bottle.
Yeah.
And I didn't have anything else that I could really use. Like the only other thing is I could sit back there and like pour little bits in his mouth at a time, but I was like, it's too much.
Yeah, you gotta.
So I was like, fuck it, just skirt home.
Yeah, he likes it for a reason.
But now we have these, they're technically kind of too big for him, but I put these other bottles, I put one in the bag that I'm like, that's like the just in case. I forget, I always have someone in there.
Yeah, you need that. You need more than one bag. You need like.
I know.
You need like the main bag, and you need like the mini bag, and you need like the mini bag.
See, this is what I think. They make
like,
these like little car organizers that have like the little things. I just need a car organizer that has everything in there. Of course, you can't put like food or anything in there, but like just has diapers in there. It has
Yeah.
whatever I need. That way it's like, no matter what, the only thing I need is milk at whatever time.
Yeah.
You know.
Which won't be too long.
Until it's food. And then I don't know what I could leave in the car. It's just hot right now. You don't
Not even leaving the car, but just like, because you could always just pull up and go get some food. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Right now, you can't just pull up to Target and get some
milk.
Yeah. So it's like, in one instance, it'll be like that, but all the other stuff, yeah, you could definitely be more prepared.
Yeah. The thing that it was actually decent today because, one, he was just sleepy, like, because after that Tuesday where he was just a menace all day.
And then Wednesday, he was like still trying to fight the sleep, but he was like,
but he couldn't.
Yeah.
But then today, I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday. Maybe it was Tuesday. I don't even know. I have to look, but I ordered the harness thing to hold him in, and this morning I just walk out and it's out there. I was like, what the hell?
Well, I'm sure, but that's the thing. Like with Amazon, right? They got like, who knows how it's really coming, but
I think they have warehouses full of stuff.
That's probably what it is. Like they have in each little area, they have like multiple areas where you got this stuff. So it's like they want to fucking, because now, right? Now that you got it, almost instantaneous. Like cards swiped and they're knocking at your door.
Yeah.
You feel that, so now the next time you need something that's like urgent, you might go to Amazon over Target or
as much as this is the thing,
whatever.
as much as I'm like, I am a very I don't want to say traditionalist, but I'm very I have a fondness for I don't know what the right word would be, but like for the way that things have been done, like the culture of something, I guess. Like I have a fondness for like, I don't want to say traditional because I don't like that, but I have a fondness for that, like the real life thing where you go to a store, you find something on the shelf.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
But in all facets of life, I mean, there's so many things that I'd rather do it the old fashioned way. I guess that's the way, old fashioned way. Like I'd rather make.
But nowadays they just tell you what you want. Amazon's like, you don't know what you want. Amazon knows what you want.
Yeah.
So here, this
is the thing. This is the thing. The caveat is that, and it's not 100% truth because like we went to that suit shop, right? And that suit shop had better stuff than the mainstream.
Oh yeah, I knew that. That's how I felt in the beginning. Remember?
But in a lot of ways, like there's not that many things that are sustainable enough to still exist. Mm-hmm. That do have that level of like individuality. Definitely. Like the individuality is better, but when you go to like Amazon, it's just so convenient because it's like you go to I can't shop for clothes in person.
Yeah,
I can almost never find anything I like.
There's never really anything.
So I have to shop online.
Yeah,
because it's like there's nothing in person because everything, especially American style, is all cookie cutter.
That's because they took away, like, with like crazy rents for businesses and stuff like that. Even all those businesses that closed down, just so it'd be like one company owns everything.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like that guy. He does like the nice, like the suits or whatever. It doesn't mean that someone couldn't open up a store, like literally a pop-up shop, and have like these different clothes or whatever, these different things.
Yeah.
And people could go to it. Like I definitely agree that I think people like. Deep down, people like the aesthetic of like just going to get it, like going to get something. Yeah, it's like this is what I want to go get, and we go see if I can find it.
You go actually take it off the wall and
and it's home. Like you get to get it that day if you do find it. If you don't, you gotta wait, and you didn't get it that day. You gotta see where you can find it. Versus like if you could go to every store and you not find shit. Like I did that. I went to every store around here pretty much and didn't really find shit.
Yeah, but I don't shop. The only thing I shop for Amazon before was socks, but I've been wearing these white socks. Trying to get some different color socks, but the only thing I would shop is for socks and then like the Minder shirts, because like you go to the store, it's like it is the better deal.
And a harness.
And a harness.
And what else?
No, I'm saying for clothes. If I go on Amazon, I have a lot of shit. I bought rugs off there. We bought furniture off there.
Nice.
Bought a lot of money on Amazon. They just got it.
Yeah, dude.
But clothes,
the minute you buy something, they just send one of their warriors through the pipeline to fucking
to
get it to you as fast.
I saw this video of this dude. It was like one of those porch cameras or whatever, but it's like in the backyard. Or so I guess it was a camera. I don't know. And this dude's like hopping over the fence. He you just see a box get chucked, like over the. It's like kind of a shorter fence. Like imagine you have like a real fence and there's like those half gate fences.
Yeah.
the box gets like chucked over the fence, and this dude like jumps over and like kind of falls on the way over, and then he like runs and like picks up the box. And he's like, stop chasing me. And then it's just over another, like right behind him is an Amazon guy worker who clears the fence, and he's like, I saw you took his package. He was running. He's like, no, I didn't. I was like, dude. And then it was like, this is the dedication you need for your package. You got.
That's what they should do. They should give Amazon workers a bonus if they catch people stealing other people's packages. Yeah.
But then you could get a whole scheme.
If you commandeer someone who's trying to kidnap a package and you get them,
yeah,
you should get a bonus. You know what I mean?
So what if you just get your homies?
Stats.
What if you just get your homies to like fucking go steal it, and you go like do it, and then like, oh,
yeah,
they got away.
They got away. Then you wouldn't get. You're not gonna. You get out of the way.
You have to catch.
You kind of suck.
But you saved the package.
Okay, I guess you get something for saving
you get the package. Like, get back. You punch him and he runs.
But if you catch the guy, you're like, that's a big bonus stat.
Yeah, I guess
if you save the package, that's a nice little letter.
You should get the value.
You get a nice little fortune cookie. Good job. You get to crack it, eat the cookie, have a little note.
No, you need money.
You know what I mean? No, that's all you get.
No, then you're not doing it.
Save the package. But this is Amazon time. This is not with me. If I would give my employees a lot of great things, but Amazon, they're not. Let's be honest. They're gonna give you like a toothbrush. Be like, good job.
They probably won't.
Way to save the package. Well, right now they're not giving you anything. They don't care if people steal it. But what I'm saying is they could deploy people. You can get a dual part. It's like, I'm gonna be an Amazon delivery driver and protector of this package.
You know what's crazy?
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that the Amazon work conditions are actually like pretty bad.
Oh yeah, definitely, probably 100%, dude.
Definitely, probably 100%.
100%.
Because like, I heard this thing where they have like these, like, I don't know if it's a watch or something, and when they're like looking for, they have like a certain amount of time to get, when it's like the new order of this is what you got to put together.
Yeah.
They have time, and then like as they're moving, the watch will like buzz them if they're going the wrong way.
That's crazy.
Like through the store.
No, that's definitely nuts.
I don't know if that's true, but
well, I don't know. I mean, shit.
And then there was
they
like,
probably have an AI robot standing right behind you. It's like, if you fuck up at all, this guy is replacing you today. And then
there was like this thing I saw where like the workers like couldn't use the bathroom, like they had bathroom times or something.
Dude,
like they couldn't. Tough. They would had to work the whole time they're working.
And I wonder how much these guys are getting paid.
Not that much more than anything else.
Like, I wonder what's like the factory, what's like the warehouse price versus like the driving price. I
think drivers get more.
Let's see if we can look it up.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
I should bring the iPad in here when we do this, so I have a device to hop things in.
Probably good. Yeah. Let's see. Amazon. What should I look up? Amazon employment.
Like wages, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that the factory workers pays the least.
Okay, so
I'm gonna guess like 18 an hour.
So
if you work in the warehouse.
Team member $16.42 per hour. Let's see. Team member, that's kind of like,
I think that's the warehouse.
That's the warehouse. No, warehouse is $17.15.
Okay.
Packer $17.42. This is average. Store shopper $16.60.
I wonder what that is.
Is that like
someone who gets stuff from stores if they don't have it? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I wonder if I click on it. What is that? Let's see what it has. I don't know. It doesn't say. So, not crazy.
What about driver? Is that team member?
That Packer? No. Is that you fill the
Packer
trucks?
is probably the warehouse, yeah. Packer.
Team member, like, but what are you doing if you're, like, I feel like...
That's probably a driver.
Yeah, let's see if that's just...
Why don't they just say the right terms?
Let's see. Okay, what is average Amazon employee salary by state? Well, that's average, because that's even the people that are fucking up top. That's not really good either. Okay, here we go. This should do it. Customer shit. We're going all the way to the bottom. Here we go. Driver. Between my God. It said between like 40 and 50 or 60K. They're trying to get me to sign up, but I got to peek it real quick.
A year.
The bottom line was 40.
So you're making like $1,000 a week, so off a 20 an hour paycheck, if you work 40 hours a week, you get $800. So, and $800 after 50 weeks is $40,000 a year. So,
how much per hour is that?
That's at 20.
$20 an hour.
$20 an hour, you're making pretty much $40,000 a year.
So $20 an hour delivered. So what would be the bonus incentive to either protect said package /
Yeah, $3,200 a month.
Capture the thief who's trying to get the package?
I think the value of the package.
But then you're gonna have these Amazon drivers like posted up in bushes, knowing it's a valuable package.
There's not that many Porch Pirates out here.
No, but you don't think so?
I don't think so.
I wonder how in each community how many.
I think that it was whoever invented the door cam.
But the Ring camera definitely changed the game. You seen the one where the guy put a flashbang in the box? Because the dude kept stealing his packages, so the guy like runs to his package, makes it like 2 steps down the porch, and then he just fucking flashbang bangs in the box.
That's hilarious.
He's like, oh, he hits the ground.
I seen there's this guy who had like a Porch Pirate problem, so he started setting up fake packages that had like, one was like glitter confetti, like when you open it, it just like bursts open and shoots everywhere, like dude, goo, like that ink that like stains everything. You know what I mean? So like stuff like that. Like
family
he's like, I won't see what happens, but I will be satisfied knowing that they open it up and it just absolutely just wreaks havoc.
Just a box, a tandem mouse box.
Yeah, that's foul.
Yeah, that's geek. All right, well.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a bigger. I kind of wish it was a bigger problem.
Like,
I wish it was like.
I feel like there is,
because I feel like in the beginning, dude, flashback like 5 years ago, 6, maybe 8 years ago, when you were getting a package, it was like you knew when it was coming, and you knew, like you had to be home for it.
Yeah. People
would time the shit out, like, so I'm gonna be home for it.
Yeah.
Because I think it was a bigger deal, and now it's like
nowadays you
just like order and like, oh, it might sit on there all day.
Already there. It's already on your porch.
Yeah.
It's just how long it takes.
But I guess it also depends on where you live. I'm sure some places have more Porch Pirates running around.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So what's the average? So that's what I'm saying. There's probably a lot. So for these communities that need protection of their packages, we could now offer you the delivery service and the protection fee.
See,
because this guy's gonna sit in your bushes, and if someone comes, he's gonna stop him, and if he catches them, he gets a bonus. If he just protects your package, he just gets a 5-star review. He's just doing his job.
I guess you get paid hourly, and that's what you get paid for.
But you can get a bonus.
But if you catch the guy,
like imagine this guy's got like 50. He's got 50 Wranglers this year. He stopped 50 pirates from snagging.
I just think
snagging the new
the
iPad.
thing I don't like about that is then you slowly eliminate the pirates. And
well, no, I think the pirates will inevitably grow because it'll become a challenge. Where it's like if you get away from an Amazon guy, then you get to keep the package.
Yeah, I think that.
And you don't get prosecuted because you got out of it.
If that was the thing, if that was the case, like if you get the package,
if you
get away, they can't. Even if they find out who you are
later. No, it doesn't matter. You got away just like you got on your boat and you got away.
Yeah.
And the person who paid for the protection, they're liable for the package because they hired this guy. The dude who missed him, he's liable for that.
So he has to pay it.
Yeah, but he's getting bonus on the other end. So if he gets wrangled, that's why I'm saying if you protect the package, then you just get like.
I'd rather just be the guy who steals the packages because this is really good. Like it's where Porch Pirates, but
well, you got to work for Amazon to be a part of this. So versus.
Well, you don't have to work for Amazon to be a Porch Pirate.
No, you don't. But to be the guy who's trying to catch them.
Yeah, I would rather.
So if you're not gonna work for Amazon, regardless, you would never be the guy trying to catch them. So you'd never be the Porch Pirate.
Because to me,
meaning how are you gonna get away?
How I would get away?
Yeah, like imagine like what if you had like top 50 skill guy in the nation at catching Porch Pirates in the bush, ready to attack you, but there's a nice glowing package on the doorstep. What are you gonna do? And he's in there because he tells you, he's like, try to test me. I'm in the bush. and I still don't. I'm still gonna get you. And
Okay.
he's got people before. He's wrangled.
What
them.
I'll do, I'll go to Walmart
Okay.
and buy every mouse trap that I can find.
Which kind?
Sticky, snap traps, clamps, don't matter.
Okay.
But even like
So how much is it gonna run you for this package already?
actually, like the mouse traps really aren't that expensive.
Okay.
You could get like I didn't buy none of them actually. I don't do that. It's not that expensive. Yeah, I would probably spend like $40. I'd probably get like
Okay. So right now this package better
100
be
traps.
worth more than $40, right?
Probably less than that. But
So have you gotten?
well,
intel?
you said it's a golden package.
It's glowing. It's glowing.
It's glowing, so you know it's worth.
So
something.
you have intel that this is the shit.
I got somehow new.
That's why they have the best guy protecting.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
package.
Oh,
Okay.
where he's at, you know something's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Unless
And
it's
how
a
many?
bad-
Is there anyone else trying to steal the package too, or is it just you? You got the drop.
Well,
on
right
this.
now I'm just worried about the guy in the bush.
Okay.
So we'll
okay.
start there. So I'll walk out.
Okay.
I'll probably give someone I'll give you $5. Go set up all these traps out there.
Okay.
And when if I'm successful, I'll split whatever I win with you. Right? I'll give
So
you not 50-50.
Where are these traps getting set up?
All around the bush.
Okay.
He knows. He sees
He
them
sees
getting
the
set
traps
up.
getting put up.
And while the traps are getting set up, if I see a window of him being distracted, then
And who'd you hire? Who'd you hire to do this?
just some guy I met at
And
Wendy's.
what are you gonna give him?
I'm gonna give him $5 to do it,
Okay.
and I'll give him 10% or 20% of the value of the item, depending on what the value is.
So Landry Bellows got $5
Landry Bellows, yeah.
to put. Okay, so the traps are out.
Yeah, you just put $5. Go set up some traps.
Okay.
And if we're successful, then you get more money.
Okay.
If we're not, then you got $5.
You got $5.
So either way, you get something.
But
So
Landry
you're rooting-
Bellows, does he know that he's going to the depths?
No,
of-
he doesn't know.
Okay.
I'm telling him that, yo, I got just set up these traps, and I'm gonna give you $5, and I might be coming up on something, and if I can get it, then I'll give it to you. I just need you to set these traps up.
Okay. So Landry Bellows.
Someone will do it.
So Landry Bellows, he accepts,
He accepts it, yeah.
and he now is setting them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you got.
Are you there?
I'm in a car, a couple lanes back, watching Landry.
Okay.
Making sure he's doing it.
Okay. So it's done.
Yeah, he's setting it up.
It's done.
Set it
And
up.
Landry thinks about grabbing the package,
Okay. Betraying me.
but the dude in the bush convinces him not to.
not to get the package.
Like, don't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. Don't do it.
So now that we have a wall of
Landry's heard of this guy.
mouse
so-
traps, that's just a deterrent.
Okay.
But it also makes the guy think that the package is gonna get stolen.
Okay. Yeah. So now the Apex Wrangler is ready. He's
Yeah.
juiced up because he thinks that
It's coming.
not only is he gonna wrangle someone, he's been challenged. So
Yeah.
now he's feeling extra amped. Like,
Okay, so now I go to Spirit Halloween
okay,
and I get 8 fog machines.
okay. So how much did you spend on those?
About $40 a pop.
Okay. So we're pretty deep.
Yeah,
We're heavily invested in this package right now.
definitely.
Okay.
I spent $320 plus
Alright, the glowing
100
package.
40. We're at $360.
Landry let it go. Landry got us $5. You're gonna let
Yeah.
him know how it works out.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
let you know.
Okay.
I'm a man of my word.
Okay.
We all. And then I'll pull up all the fog machines plugged in. I'm gonna hire another guy.
Okay. So where'd you find him?
$10. I'm gonna go.
$10.
I'm gonna wait at the gas station and
Okay.
find someone who.
And do they know what they're getting into?
No, I'm telling them. They think that I'm setting up for a scene in a movie,
Okay. Okay.
and I need
Nice.
him to do this. So I'm filming a music
Nice.
video or something.
Okay. Okay.
Just I'm doing this shot.
All right. So you're getting him in for $10.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long is it gonna take? Like,
Look,
how long?
so
How long do you need him for?
They're in
You
a
know what I'm
van,
saying?
right? Not that long. Like we pull up, meet at the gas station, plug all those fog machines in,
Mhm.
gas out the car,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
It's kind of dangerous to drive, but you figure it out.
Okay.
Drive right in front.
You get
like,
some
so
goggles on.
the
so
bush
you
is
can see.
here, all the mouse traps. He's gonna drive right here, and all the fog machine going crazy.
Okay.
Then opens the door,
Nice.
and then all the fog rolls out.
Okay.
Now, the other guy, the guy hops out the bush, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hop in the bush.
Okay. Okay.
So now he
Nice.
doesn't know I'm there because he
Nice,
thinks I'm
nice,
somewhere
nice.
else.
And he thinks that guy is the guy stealing the package.
Diversion. So he's gonna run to the package.
Wow.
Right, to make sure it's not getting stolen.
So Gnarls is about to get wrapped up.
And
here.
I'm gonna be in the bush right now, right?
Okay.
But when he hopped out, he hit some of the mouse traps. So he's got the glue trap stuck to him.
Okay, so you can hear where he's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got some of them stuck on him.
And it's super foggy still right now?
Yeah, it's foggy. Rolled out.
What time of day is it?
Probably like not when the sun's down, but when it's going down, so it's a bit darker.
So the people have been lollygagging to collect their package.
Yeah.
Because they have faith that it's getting protected.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, Gnarls is getting eyed up by the Apex Wrangler.
Yeah.
Currently. Okay. And you're in the bush.
I'm in the bush.
Okay. So Gnarls gets wrangled up instantly because Apex Wrangler's not fucking around. There's fog. There's mouse traps. He's amped. He gets a wrangle. He's ready to call Jeff Bezos and let him know, like, yo, look.
He did it.
I got another one.
Yeah.
That's another blowjob on my ticket.
It's crazy.
All right, so now what do you do?
Now,
he's amped. He's wrangled him up.
What's the Wrangler's name? We need
Apex Wrangler.
He's Apex. Okay,
That's,
so Apex
he's
Wrangler.
not going to tell you his real name.
While he's wrangling Gnarls, he realizes Gnarls doesn't speak English.
Okay.
So
he just gnaws him.
So he doesn't know.
Okay.
Right? So then he's like, "Oh, my bad." Like, and he's like, "Oh, I can't. I'm doing this." He's like, "Whatever." He speaks. I don't.
So how, if he doesn't speak, how did you get him to?
Because I speak his language.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So you're very well equipped. You've thought about
getting
this package.
Yeah.
Very much. Okay. So you're in the bush.
Yeah.
Gnarls is wrangled. Now what's the play here?
Now.
Because he's only going to be turned around for a couple seconds. He's going to want to come back to his bush.
Exactly. That's the point.
Or he might be taking selfies with Gnarls. I'm not sure.
Now, eventually, he lets Gnarls go.
Okay.
Right? Because he realizes he's not the guy.
He realizes that this is a
I
diversion.
told Gnarls he can keep the fog machines.
Okay.
So that was his.
So Gnarls takes
all the.
Gnarls goes on his way.
He's gone. Fog's gone.
You're still in the bush?
I'm in the bush.
And the package is still there.
Package is still there.
Okay. So now Apex Wranglers gathering himself.
Yeah.
Calling Bezos saying false alarm. Sorry about the blowjob thing.
Yeah.
I don't need one. I'm going to wait here.
Yeah.
Continue doing my job protecting this package.
But now, see the difference of mentality, right? First, when the smoke came out, he was on go.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, shit. Now he's leaving the fight.
But he doesn't think it's suspicious that this guy, he has no suspicions?
He's definitely suspicious, but his mind is still leaving the fight.
Okay.
Because he just wrangled the guy.
And he had to apologize to Jeff Bezos, so now he's feeling a little bit down.
He's like, oh, wait. He's second-guessing his career choice.
Okay.
Right?
No way, not Apex
now,
Wrangler.
So I need to see what path he takes back to the bush.
Okay.
So what path is he taking back to
So
the bush?
he's going to respectfully walk on the driveway to the walk path to the porch. He's not going to cut through the grass. Gnarls already fucked it up enough, so he's not going to do any more damage to this guy's yard, okay? So he's going to respectfully hop back in that bush. He's aiming to go back to the bush. He's going to check on the package, and then he's going to go back in the bush because that's where he feels the safest and the most liable to wrangle somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the bush.
Yeah.
So what do you do here?
Now, this is where it gets good.
Okay.
I hop out the bush.
Oh, shit.
I follow the exact same path that he stepped on the traps that already been triggered. So I navigate through.
Yep.
I run to the porch.
And he sees you now.
Yeah,
okay, so Apex is ready to re-wrangle. So you've re-wrangled this guy up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I pick up the package.
Oh, shit. Okay. So at this point, he's turning onto the walk path. And he starts a light jog because he doesn't want to mess up anything still. He still wants to be a successful wrangle. So he's almost kind of like seeing what you're going to do next.
Yeah.
And he's a light jog going down this path now.
Now I go to the door.
Okay.
And I turn the knob.
Oh, shit.
Is it locked or unlocked?
It's unlocked. They have...
And then I walk in the house.
Okay.
And I close the door.
Oh, shit. And then what?
And then I say, thanks for guarding my package.
Okay, so now does Apex Wrangler get paid? Did he protect the package, or did he do anything at all? Did he just cause damage to your property? Because he thought an illegal alien was trying to steal your package, and Gnarls had his paperwork, but he didn't speak English, and he messed up Gnarls on your front lawn. So now he's kind of damaged your property.
But here's the catch.
But he did protect the package, but he didn't wrangle anybody. He
No,
didn't get the wrangle, so he doesn't get the bonus. He
No.
just gets the little fortune cookie that says "good job" at the end.
Yeah.
So what do you do now that your yard is a little damaged?
This is the thing.
Because the Apex Wrangler decided to wrangle a legal citizen of the United States who just doesn't speak English.
This is the thing. The next step is, wow, the Apex Wrangler is contemplating all this. I slip out the back.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't my house.
Nice.
So now I get away scot-free.
Okay. So you did it.
Yeah.
You fucked up the Apex Wrangler's life because he didn't wrangle anyone. He lost a package.
Yeah.
And he's not getting a blowjob from Jeff Bezos.
None of
So
that.
all those things didn't just happen.
Yeah. And as long as no one's home,
Crazy. All right.
I don't get
So
an
you got
unlawful
away.
entry. Yeah.
They got it all on the Ring camera.
Okay.
But
you got away.
because they hired Apex Wrangler, you don't face any prosecution because you defeated
Yeah.
the protection. You got away.
Yeah.
They paid the extra for this. Because on the flip hand, if you would have got caught, then the Wrangler would have gotten a bonus, and he would have been promoted within the company even higher than he already was. So, because the opposite, you don't, you get to go away scot free. So now you're back at your little box on the beach,
Yeah.
and now you have a glowing box. What? Because you're a Porch Pirate, you're not gonna have a house.
Yeah.
Why would you go back to a house? Doesn't make any sense. You're going to be pirating all the time. So
Yeah.
now what is in this glowing box that you had the intel on getting, pulled this masterful plan to get out of, and you got away? And they know who you are,
Yeah.
but there's nothing they can do. So you get to just experience and show everyone what's in this box. So what did you get in this?
I just wanted the box.
So what'd you do with it?
Just discarded what was inside in the ocean. Put it on my head. I just wanted to feed him. I just wanted to beat the Apex Wrangler.
So you're telling me you didn't actually want the item?
It's a thrill of the hunt, you know.
Okay, nice.
No, I don't know. What is the item? You tell me.
You had the intel. That's what I'm saying. You
said
through
it
all.
was glowing.
You went through all this effort to get what's in the glowing box. I don't know.
It was just a porch camera in the box. A new one.
It's a new ring.
Yeah.
The new HD version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Triple HD.
Nice. Well, you did it. You successfully made it out, and you have made it to another day where you can Porch Pirate again freely. You just got to make sure that they have someone there protecting the package so that you can't get prosecuted.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you do run up on an unguarded package with the Ring camera and they get you,
You gotta face charges.
yeah, you gotta. That's just, you're honestly just a complete fucking idiot for that. So, you know.
I should have just stuck with things regarding my package. It's just my house all along. You just go through all that trouble. Put that guy through all that.
And you should have sued
The Wrangler,
because he fucked up your lawn.
my friend.
Yeah. And you should have blackmailed him because you recorded him beating up a legal
What are we
alien.
saying about beating up?
A legal alien.
Yeah, yeah. When you say illegal, it sounds like illegal.
No, like they have their documents that they are an alien, but they're illegal here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All I said was they spoke a different language. I didn't say anything about
Bro,
their citizenship.
go take your complaints to Amazon, bro. That's not my company, bro.
So. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Dude, that's funny.
I think we got some comments.
Yeah, that's what I was actually about to look up.
Well,
So we got first comment at Aaron Mace. Shout out to you. I'm pretty new to this pod, but Ryan be spitting knowledge a ton. I feel a lot of wisdom and expertise from him. So we appreciate that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
glad that I can.
Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Ryan.
glad I can help or be a light in some way, and I hope that we continue this path forward.
Would love to see you comment again.
Yeah, definitely keep commenting. It's definitely a little weird right now because we're not on schedule. You know what I'm saying? Just like one's coming out Thursday, one's coming out. So I was like, that's why I was like, we should be doing today.
That's why I think we just need a backstock. Like, we need to record a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. We honestly, whenever we think of it, we should do one. That's what we should do.
I would be down to try to do it Friday night and then Monday night.
That's cool with me.
Yeah.
Because we definitely got to catch up, so they can hear it, Yeah. For sure. All right, so the second comment was Pokey Sparky. Shout out to Pokey Sparky. That intro was way too clean to handle. Did not expect that. So shout out to Jason for working hard on the intro. And if you don't know what we're talking about, then restart this video.
Yep.
For sure. But yeah, so definitely progression. And I think, just back to like the shift thing. Yeah, I think it's just about, the podcast was so much relying on everyone's time versus like the podcast time. So whenever it's podcast time, we should just do one.
Yeah.
And just kind of get to that. And then,
I'm down to keep a schedule. Like,
but yeah, I definitely think
I would be down to do 2 a week. I really don't have a problem with that.
I mean, I'm down to do that.
And
basically, because I'm gonna go like you said, it was like, I do agree it's smart. It's really not smart to say the number each time. But I think until we get to the point where guests are coming, and that's when I said last time that's when everything does change. Like it's a new thing. That's when I'll stop.
Honestly, I think when we hit
numbers.
52, we stop saying numbers.
I was thinking like I'm going to 100 definitely.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go to 100. Yeah.
52, I just because that's a year.
Yeah, a year. So, but if guests start coming, but if it starts getting, then there will be like, it'll be the final number.
I'm sure we could get, we could definitely get some guests.
100%. Just about who and whatever. Not pressed too much. I'm just like, I don't know why I just doing that, but.
It was fine. Just lower it to like 60.
Yeah, just letting it progress however it will.
Yeah.
And even that, just like I always know, like, when I even had the ideas, because you should just start, right? You should just start, like, Ocean Waves. If you go look at earlier episodes, just ding, light on, start. So then even getting to, like, having an intro and what the intro is and blah, blah, blah. All progression.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool just to get a video. We have to set up on a tripod because I want it to be completely still, and the light's just on, and then we get it to like flicker, or light's just off, and we get to like flicker on, like that's on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and put that after. We could like line that up with the thing I made type thing, and so that it goes from like that thing I made to that, and then into the thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Take another step further.
So. And I have ideas for longer down the road too. So it's just like about getting just the steps to getting there. And then the symphonic squirrel said peace sign emoji, fire emoji, praise emoji. So shout out to everyone who commented, shout out to everyone who watched. Let's see how many views we got on it. How do I see? 20. Okay. So back up from when we
lost the week, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, I was like, we should definitely do one. It'll be on Friday. Friday's kind of the worst day to put them out, but.
You don't put them on Friday. We still put them on Wednesdays.
What do you say?
We still put it on Wednesday.
No, I'm saying this one's coming out tomorrow. It's about Friday.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to skip another week.
Yeah,
so it's like, then when we catch up, then officially it should be Wednesday at noon. That's the official.
Yeah.
That's the official. If we're on time, we're doing whatever. So it's just the shift happened, and now it's just about.
It's like when there's a bunch of people on a smaller boat, and then people start getting off the boat starts rocking, and you gotta like restabilize.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
So shout out to the people who commented. Shout out. Someone asked me to talk about. They asked if we feel any type of way about if people like certain songs on an album, like, do you feel any negative inclination towards like, oh, like someone says like, oh, I like these three versus the other ones, or if these songs get played more than the other ones, do you have any sort of like how does that make you? How does it make you feel? I guess. I said that I don't have any negative emotion towards it because if anyone's gonna have an opinion, they have their own opinion on how a song is or or things they like, things they don't like, and sometimes you need experience to even understand what's happening and or what they're saying and what they're actually. So I just feel like at different times songs can resonate more or less. So I don't really hold a particular like. I'm not sad if someone says they like this song more than another song, or, you know what I mean?
Well, I think at the end of the day, I feel like for me, it's like if you sat and you took the time and you listened to the whole album, then whatever you resonate with is what you resonate with. Now, if you didn't and you just like played a couple songs, you're like, oh, I like those ones, and you didn't listen to other shit, it's like, and your opinion means nothing to me because you didn't actually you didn't eat the whole dish. Yeah.
You just ate the one little side.
Yeah, it's a perfect example. It's like getting a big plate with a bunch of stuff on it, taking a bite of one thing, and be like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Or it's amazing. Like, your opinion is trash. You should try everything.
For sure.
And then you have an opinion, and it's an actual real opinion that's based off experience, not just...
Yeah. And then I also said...
impulse.
If it made you feel any type of way, like, that's how I've done my part. Make you feel something.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's good or bad.
Also, sometimes just.
And I said I have I'm leading you in a certain direction, but it's up to the individual to decide what that is or what they want to do or whatever. At the end of the day, it's just about connection, finding yourself, love, connecting with other people.
Also, I think timing is a huge thing.
100%.
In terms of when you actually resonate. Because there's a couple artists that I've grown to like in my life or love in my life, but when I first heard them, I was like, that shit's trash.
Yeah.
And some of them are like amazing artists. Yes. But just the time, whenever I was hearing whatever they were putting out, I couldn't resonate with it.
Yeah, it just wasn't where you were.
Yeah. And sometimes it's the artist and the art catching up to where you're at, and sometimes it's where you're at taking to catch up. And sometimes it's both.
It's always just trash.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just bad. Yeah. But because there's songs that, like, it's not for all of them, but there is songs that at first, when I first heard it, I was like, this shit is whack. Like, it's beneath me. Like, in terms of where I'm at and my frequency, this is like a lower frequency thing.
Makes sense.
And then, but it's not really a higher or lower. It's kind of like a roundabout.
Yeah.
So you go around that circle and you eventually hit a point where you can actually feel that song to a degree because you're in a space where it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's but at the time, you know what I mean?
Honestly, that's how I felt about like a couple of Justin Bieber songs. Like, there'd be songs like you heard them like a million times, but you just feeling something that day and you're like, oh, this actually vibes a little bit here and there. You know, or what other random artists? You know,
if we're saying Justin, I've gone in the. I'm at the part of the circle now where I don't really like it. Nice. I've been in those circles like in the beginning where you're like, I don't like it, and then you're like,
there's only like one.
He has the Purpose album, and I was like, oh, that wasn't that bad. And then now what was the last one? That song, If You Like the Way. That song plays at my work all the time, and I'm just like,
no, that's that.
Turn that shit off.
Because I'm like, there's the one song like Lonely. You heard that song?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that song's crazy because he's like telling you.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's years later, it makes sense. Like more people can put the puzzle pieces together.
Yeah.
But it's like, so he has some music that's like, I was like, dude, that's crazy. Like, this emotion here is definitely crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, and then you get and then even the Yum Yum song. Like,
that song weirded me out,
it sounds,
honestly.
Yeah, it's super whatever.
And I think that's what made, I'm in that space.
But then it's like, I don't think he made this song to like, honestly, it feels like he made this song for the video. Like, he wanted to like, what everyone to put in the video.
One, the Yummy Yummy thing is weird because the video is weird because they're all sitting in this room and they're all eating off plates with like him as like a little kid or whatever.
Yeah.
And like they're eating kid dishes or whatever it is. I haven't watched it in a while, so I'm not.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while either.
But and then like he's super happy or whatever, and then I watched this video of like the behind the scenes, and he just looked like dead.
Yeah.
Like miserable, and I'm like, and now of course I wasn't there, so I don't know, but. Like, are you just, like, absolutely dying inside, and then you just turn it on for the camera, and you're dying inside again? It's like, I don't know, man. It's
Yeah,
sad.
that'd be sad.
But I don't know what the vibe is. I don't know him, so with all love and respect,
but
I don't know.
at the end of the day, he was telling you. He was telling things that were going on in different times.
You know that song?
Like, remember that time when he was like on stage and like there's like old ladies like kissing him on the neck and shit?
Who?
There was like a time where he's like getting an award and like some like one of like an older
when he was
actress,
a kid?
yeah, like kissing on his neck and shit. And he's like, I think I just got, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, but people always play it off or whatever. But literally the whole time he's been saying, like, he's been trying to say whatever.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe nothing crazy.
I think also
but
the other
just
thing
letting
is,
you know
like,
shit's going on.
With all the Diddy shit that came out.
Oh, yeah, no.
Which, for whatever reason, nothing's happening now.
Well, yeah, it's that weird little middle ground where it's like,
which way is it going to go?
yeah. But also it turned off for the Kendrick and Drake shit.
Yeah, and they turn right back on.
Yeah.
And they released that apology. I watched this guy. I don't really watch him that often, but every time something weird happens, it's this psychologist who like analyzes like speech patterns and things like that, facial behavior, and he was like lining everything up to like what, the whole thing.
Well,
was.
50 Cent's doing a, did he do it or some shit?
See, 50 Cent was.
He's doing a documentary on this shit. So
is he really?
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe they're waiting to see. But it's. I don't know. I mean, you could go. There's so many things. You could go all the way to all the way back to like Biggie and Tupac. You could go to nowadays. You could go. There's so many different.
Well, they said. I mean, shit.
Because they're talking about like Biggie wanted to leave like the record label or whatever, and then like I saw this one like you want to leave, and they're saying that like they want to do. I don't know if it was Rolling Stone. I don't know what magazine. They want to do like a picture of like Biggie on the front, and then when they went to the regular like pub, was like, no, just put me on the front. He's already gone or some shit. So then he's on the cover instead. Shit like that. So there's like so there's so many things that like this is more than just like one little avenue. Like there's so and people are gonna say whatever, and you know, so there's so many things that could be said or can be revealed or whatever. You know, but it definitely is a distraction in some way.
The Pac thing. That was another thing because I remember that when that show came out.
Yeah, what was it? It was on Netflix. I know that. What was it called?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was about both murders.
Yeah.
And they literally said like Keefe D. That was like they said that name actually in the show.
Yeah.
And then here we are. Is like what a couple weeks ago they're like, oh, Keefe D. arrested for the murder of Pac.
Yeah.
The fact that wasn't, if that's true, then the fact that it wasn't world news.
Yeah.
And then that guy said that he got $1 million from somebody to do it. But then I still think it's the feds, but I don't know.
It's so much to fucking. It's tough.
But I feel like it's one of those.
It's tough to really.
It's one of those bought and sold kind of thing. Like
you
join, you're part of them. You cross the wrong lines and.
But I'm just trying to. But it's just curious. Like, what do you think that? It's honestly interesting to think about. Like, what did they do to cross that line? Like, because it doesn't feel apparent. Like, it's not like fucking Bill Cosby trying to buy CNN. It's like, all right, here's the third time you try to buy CNN. The first time this happened, second time you lost your kid. The third time they put out that you did all this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it took you 3 times trying to buy CNN for them to bring you out into that. They took everything else from you. Now they're
this is the thing. The part that I think is crazy about all that is that if you go back to Michael Jackson, like Michael Jackson, one of those people who was accused, and they always do the rape or the pedophilia thing, was accused of that, who probably didn't do it.
Yeah.
But they had, because all those people who were kids who said he did it, when you watch the shit later, they're like, yeah, he didn't touch me. They just told me to say that.
Yeah.
This is years later, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, so he was one of those people
it's still not really. If you take a room and you put 20 people in a room and ask them how Michael Jackson died, you're not getting 20 of the same answers. You think?
Probably not.
You put 20 random people.
You put me in the room, I'm definitely going to have a different answer.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say. I didn't really want to say it, so.
Yeah.
Just like, but still. So in that, you know, so it's like, but how, okay. That's one of the most popular people ever to exist. And we don't really have, it's not like it was like in the early 1900s where no one was alive to see. Like, a lot of people were alive that are still alive today.
Yeah.
So it's like, and we don't really have a definitive answer.
You know,
like,
this is the thing.
Like JFK, everyone knows that JFK got shot in the head, but like we still don't know from where, from what, from why. You know, just there's inclinations. You know.
Yeah. Well, it was actually proven. You know, it's funny. I don't know if I said this on the pod before. I might have, but I did a report. It was like I think 12th grade. We had English. We had to do a report.
It was 11th.
11th grade. Had to do a report on a famous person, and I chose JFK. And I did my whole report.
I don't even remember what the fuck.
Not even about JFK, really. Like I did, of course, about JFK, but I hit the bulletin points. I think I got a C on it, but maybe a B. I don't know.
To pass.
Yeah, I hit the bulletin points of what you're supposed to hit, but I did my whole report on proving why Lee Harvey Oswald couldn't have killed JFK.
Yeah.
And in the simplest fashion is that this is the easiest way you take the bullet, how fast the bullets were shot. You take the gun that it was being shot from. You take all the best sharpshooters in the world. They can't even shoot the gun off that fast, let alone accurate. Like even if you just were like boom, shoot it, boom, shoot it, boom, shoot it, without aiming, they still can't shoot that many shots in the time that was shot.
Yeah.
There, so it was actually impossible.
And it's not like
one
it's
person to do
2024 where you have fucking 30 rounds per minute.
Yeah,
second.
I don't remember what gun it was. But so and my teacher was so pissed. But I proved as an 11th grader that Lee Harvey Oswald couldn't have done it.
Well, I seen a video where it looks like the driver.
Or he couldn't have done it alone.
It looks like the driver turned around and shot him. In one of the videos I saw. That's what I kind of.
The one that he got hit in the head.
Yeah, it literally looks like the dude like turns around, shoots him or whatever, and keeps driving. That's how it looks to me.
That's crazy. I have to watch it again.
So it's like, but there's so many different like. Especially
know.
nowadays, you could add someone, take someone away at the fucking video, you know, and still make it look. So it's like, you know,
it's over now. The problem is, this is the
thing. You got his fucking nephew, whose dad and uncle died trying to become president, and he's still gonna try to do it. So I respect that 100%.
I don't know. I think this is the thing for me is like I think it's like anything, like you know, and everyone has seen a video or picture of it, but you know when we were in Jamaica. We were at like a smoothie shop or something. They sold smoothies, and there was a lady. It was a little like truck, like smoothie truck, and the lady who was working there. There's like flies buzzing around everything. There's like flies laying on her face.
Did you see that last time
on the pod?
Or is that just?
I was outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like flies laying on her face, and like she just didn't move.
That is crazy.
Like flies, like, and she just doesn't react. Like she's just. That was it, and I'm like, because you're just so used to it, like.
Or she's waiting for you to look away so you can go like this.
Slurp it up. Nah, so in my mind, I'm like, you're unbothered by that, right? And to an extent, there's like beauty in that, right? Like you're unbothered by things that would bother other people. Therefore, you probably have a different state of peace that people would not be able to obtain because they would require X, Y, Z as their environmental surroundings to get to this state of peace, right? So that's the good side of it. The bad side of it is that when you're unbothered, you don't change. You don't change. You don't try to change anything, right? Like if you have fucking infestation of rodents in your ceiling, if you don't care, they're all gonna live in there. Everybody's gonna shack up. You're gonna have shit running around every night, and that's that chewing up everything, right? If you're bothered by it, you're gonna go to the extreme measures required to remove that problem.
You're gonna hire the Apex Wrangler.
You're gonna hire the Apex Wrangler, right? Or you're gonna hire whatever the guy's name was and come smoke them out. You know, whatever you're gonna do. But in this world, most people aren't bothered enough about the most fucked up shit to do anything about it to any degree, even if it's just talk about it. Most people aren't bothered enough. And so for me, this is the part where I'm completely bothered. Mm-hmm. Like I'm as much bothered as I possibly could be. But I also understand that the world isn't bothered. And I can't be bothered by the fact that they're not bothered. I just have to remain being bothered by what's right and what's wrong. Yeah. Because the moment you be bothered that they're not bothered is the moment you spiral out. Because it's actually insane.
Yeah, it is. But don't you think it'd be insane to be around with like a Kennedy president, dude? Actually making it?
I know
Or do you think he would die?
I don't. He probably won't die.
I don't think he probably.
If
I
he
don't know if
gets
he'll
it,
make it.
I just know he won't make it.
But he's getting some. He is building traction.
If
Do I think that it's actually
if he becomes president, and it might be the next election. I don't think it'd be this one. But I'll
you think Trump will be president?
Well, is it Trump Biden?
The Democrats have nobody. They're trying. I don't think it's really gonna be Biden. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to run that shit. That's something they don't have anybody, bro. Because they don't want him. They don't want Kennedy. So they're making him run on independent or whatever. But he's like gaining like the votes. Like it was like you need like 100,000 votes to like get on this ballot. He got like 250. Like he got double just so that he knew because they're gonna try to say these ones are fake. These ones are fake. These ones are fake. So he got double the amount. And he was talking about how he did a thing where it's like if you pull like him versus Biden, he destroys Biden in a landslide. It's like if you put him versus Trump, he beats Trump by like 3 electoral votes. But if you put all 3 of them, then I think Trump might win because of how the votes split.
Yeah, which ones you get.
Yeah, so it's like, but he is from everything that I've ever seen or whatever. What I know about it, I don't know too much about all the past elections. But what I do know is that he's like the best chance for actually independent person to actually do something in a long time.
Well, I think that's best case scenario.
Now, if it actually matters about who votes or whatever, but whether you do the mail-in votes or whatever, they always like obviously at any point it's like you don't get to watch your like I said like one of my things is you don't get to watch your little dot that has your number like your code like go into the pot where it's like you could meet with all these millions of people and we could all be like that's my dot, there it is, there's my vote. Yeah. You could hit the button and it fucking goes to the other one.
Yeah, I think if the voting system needs to remove the anonymity.
Yeah.
That would have to be the case.
Yeah.
Remove the anonymity.
For sure. Like your Amazon account, just say I voted for.
Honestly, if it was up to me.
In order to have an Amazon Prime account,
if it was up to me,
you had to say who you voted for.
If it was up to me, I would say because the playing field is already not fair. I would be if they made it so you could see everybody's texts, everybody's calls, everybody's everything. You can't do anything on their thing. You can't type for anyone, but you can see everyone's shit, right? I can see if I'm texting you, people can see that. Because the only difference between that and what we have now is that the masses of people just can't see each other's.
Yeah.
But they can see everyone's.
Valid.
It's like playing, the game Stratego, but you can see all the opponent's pieces, but they can't see yours. You never win.
Yeah.
I think that it should just be all open because then it's like,
true. Then
it's harder to make all the fraudulent things, and then there's an accountability, and then people can look in if they want to look in and see what you're doing. They can look in because I don't give a fuck.
And if you didn't want something on lecture, you should just write it down. Pass a note.
Or just say it to somebody without the electronics.
Yeah.
It's not like you're
which
taking
would
away.
Then bring back advantages of writing things down and
just keeping
things
it
like that.
between people. But then it's like,
the,
I think it would force people into a space of honesty.
Yeah.
Because especially now, if it was like, oh shit, everyone can look back. Like you can look at like everyone's search history, everything they ever looked up. Everyone's gonna have some fucked up shit.
One thing I would I've noticed some people who have like talked to RFK and shit like that there's a lot of people that like have never voted, and they're like, they actually might decide to register to vote for this guy.
Yeah.
So and it was like popular people, and then he was perplexed. He's like, how old? He's like 35 or something. He's like, you never voted, like so perplexed in his mind. Like his world has been so much of that thing. And it's like it makes sense that I can understand why people would like some people don't vote or blah blah blah. I still think the funniest thing I ever heard was when Eddie registered to vote so he could vote for his dad, and then he like a couple months down the road he moves to that new house, and like 2 months later he gets just summoned for jury duty. It's like you get summoned for jury duty all because you use your right to vote for your dad. I think it's just fucking hilarious.
That's crazy.
It's like one fucking vote.
And now you have to go do this shit.
Yeah, I was like, imagine being stuck on like the fucking Young Thug trial, like over 2 years long.
Yeah.
All because you voted for your dad to be president.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's fucking nuts, dude. That shit's going nuts too, dude. The judge tried to put his lawyer in contempt or whatever
Really?
20 days in jail.
For what?
Because I guess one of the witnesses said he wasn't going to testify on Friday and then testified on Monday. And then the lawyer basically he basically said that the prosecution and the judge coerced him into testifying or whatever, basically saying it's a mistrial. And then the judge said, was like, how did you get this? Who told you this information? That they had a meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he said, I'm not going to say. And so he's like, but then he appealed it, and like the Supreme Court basically said he doesn't have to, they haven't ruled on it yet. So he doesn't have to go to jail this weekend. But he might have to for like 20 days or whatever. But then he requested to be in the same cell as Young Thug so they could talk about the trial or whatever. But there's definitely like so many like things, like it's dragging it out.
That should be a mistrial right there. If he coerced into the thing, that's like the shit's rigged.
That's what I'm saying.
I can let him out, man.
There's been so many things, like they're trying to get like 300 fucking witnesses. Like they're really just trying to drag it out, like beat you down, really.
Yeah.
That's what you try
to drain out the money too.
Yeah.
Beat you any way they can. I don't imagine he's gonna run out of money though, because I think people would.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He'd be alright.
I think he's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it's gonna happen.
It's a matter about the sentencing. Yeah. I don't think the money's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I think he'll be alright. So we'll see. But definitely, dude, it like shot a hole in Atlanta. That and then.
Yeah.
Takeoff dying.
Yeah.
Definitely some crazy.
And then even just the Gunna thing too.
Yeah. But Gunna's Atlanta show sold out, dude. And Young Thug's dad was there, apparently. That's what I saw on Instagram yesterday. It was like literally fans, like all in the Hawks arena. Packed. It was a Hawks playoff game.
Nice.
He put up, so I don't know. People. But he hasn't testified. But he did kind of be like, it wasn't mine. So. It's like me and you, it's like,
yeah,
it's not my package, you know. He like, it's his glowing package, you know.
Yeah.
So in some way, I can see where it would be like people would be mad at him for it. So I don't know. It's a sticky situation.
See, I don't want to say too much, but I think that if it came down to like if it was us two in the thing, and it was like, and they come to me with saying like, oh, all you gotta say is this and you'll go. But I'm knowing that is what you say is kind of incriminating, and they're gonna use that against you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I feel like
you can't do that. That's if it's your brother, you can't do that. You can't say nothing that can hurt.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, and I feel like you would know, like.
You know that's wrong.
And I feel like if you know someone enough, you know, like if someone's coming to you like with some bullshit.
You know.
Like they
You know that's wrong. Nobody was fooled by what that was.
Yeah.
You knew what that was.
Seen that video where it's like, I'm the only one that got charged with narcotics?
Yeah.
You look over
they're really charged. Like, I'm the only one. He looks at the guy, and the guy's like,
the guy doesn't look at him.
He just knows that he's,
Yeah. I was like, that's tough, bro.
Yeah. He's like, the fuck did you say?
That's tough.
Yeah. But I can't judge, man. I'm not there.
Dude, imagine it not even being yours. And the guy whose it was said it was, and you held it down, like.
Yeah, and they didn't.
And then you just got, dude, that'd be so fucked, bro.
I'm sure that happens all the time.
Then you can't turn around and be like, okay, no, it was his.
Yeah.
Because you already fucked. They already got somebody.
That's why it's like one of those things of. It's one of those things of like you shouldn't break the law with people who can't handle what the outcome is.
Yeah.
In whatever way you're breaking the law.
Yeah. Definitely not.
You know, and it's like if you don't want to face it, then remove yourself. Because I've done that. Which like something's going on, and I'm not really with that at that time. And I'm like, I'm finna slide out.
Like you don't want to have a relay race
because I don't need to be a part of it.
Can't swim. You know what I mean? You don't want to.
Or you just don't want to.
Yeah, like
you know,
I don't even want to see that.
Yeah, it's like I'm not finna jump in the pool because if they're looking at who's wet, I'm not trying to be dry and get, you know what I mean, and to be like they're wet. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm out. Unless, you know, but for the most part, it's like if you're not in that space where you're doing that,
like I'm not gonna go jump in the pool to watch you drown in it. You know.
Yeah.
No, is that what
no.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much what I'm saying is like this. Like, I'll keep it really simple, right? I'm not smoking a bunch of weed, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, I don't really smoke.
Yeah.
Right. There was a time where I was smoking all the time. There was a time where I was moving around with a lot of shit.
Guess what I smoked?
Doing what I was doing, right?
Yeah.
So at that time, I had no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I would get in and do whatever because I was probably already doing the most anyway. So like whatever, I'm not whatever you're doing, it's not what I'm doing anyway. So it don't even matter. Like, it's what it is. But now, if somebody's like, "Yo, I'm finna go pick up a G," I'm like, "Yo, just hit me up when you get back."
Yeah.
I'm not finna ride for it because I'm not in that space anymore.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't? There's no risk. There's no reward because even if we get the G, it's like even if you're, oh, I'll smoke you up, it's like I'm not.
Yeah. No, definitely not. If
so
you're
there's
not getting
really
anything out of it, there's really there's no point in putting yourself in risk.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. It's like if you're, that's the side of it. So it's like, but at the same time, you shouldn't. If I'm the one going to pick up the G with somebody who doesn't smoke or has no part of that at all, just completely law-abiding citizen to every degree, I'm not gonna bring them with me because they're not gonna. If you smoke and I smoke and we get caught, we both smoke.
Yeah.
You go down for it. You both go down for it. But if you do and they don't, you can't expect them. You can't expect them to hold it down. I can see in certain
situations where you wouldn't want to go alone. You know what I mean?
Well, that's different.
But at the same time, you can't just bring anybody. You know.
But then the other side of it is if you
can't bring Gnarls if he doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
Because he might cause a situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need.
Well, this is the other thing though. That's the unwritten thing, right?
Or you might need Gnarls.
Right. If I'm going somewhere and I'm like, yo, ride with me because it might not be the safest thing. Mm-hmm. That was like when we went to Baltimore. Yeah. But then I'm the one this is my expedition, so if anything goes south, I have to take it. I have to opt you out of it because you just came to help me. You can't go down for me for that. Like, you came to help me, so it's like that. Like, you have to have that thing. So, but the other side is like if you're both in on it or whatever, and it has, at that point it's like you can't just. But then at the same point, it's like you can't bring someone on the ride who also smokes. Who, when the time turns, they'll tell you that he was the guy. Yeah. Because you came because you wanted to smoke too. So don't. Yeah. It's not just me. You know what I mean? That's that space, and that's why it's like
guys that will buy a G just to leave it in your whip. You know what I mean? That's when you know it's like you got
plants.
You got.
Had to weed them out.
In there, yeah.
Got to weed them out.
That's crazy.
Don't think we don't know how to weed them out. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So but I mean, I don't know. It's a harder thing because at the end of the day, you just want to. Anytime when it's the government versus anyone, I'm never rooting for the government. So I just want to see them out.
It's definitely, I mean, you definitely
go free, man.
It definitely doesn't feel like, doesn't really seem too fair. So.
And see, not knowing all the ins and outs of like, in terms of like, all the, because you have Atlanta is so vast and so diverse, but there's all the ins and outs of the underground. And not knowing all the different routes that are happening, from my perspective.
And I haven't sat and watched the trial, so I don't know. Yeah.
But from my perspective, it only harms. It only does damage to do damage to this person. Because it's really not a lot of people who actually, I think, who actually have a sphere of influence, who actually try to do something good. And I said this to you. Like 9 months before he got arrested, and it was when I heard about he was buying land to try to build a city or whatever he was trying to do. I remember
you said that,
and I said he's gonna get arrested.
Yeah, because
anytime you ever try to do your own shit, and you have influence, they take you down.
Exactly.
I said that before he got arrested.
I said I don't know the other week. I said like the fastest way off the planet is to create a car that runs on water.
Well, there's that too. Because all 10 of the people who did that,
they're gone.
They're all dead.
They got weeded out.
You
know, so
that's why, man. That's the thing. That's what it's so hard.
It's a tricky situation.
Because you really have to really in the best way possible, just move in silence. Because the most important things have to be kept. You can't use the devices because they can see it all.
Definitely.
The most important things, like the greatest ideas, are the ones you have to keep to yourself.
For sure. That's
that. And eventually, when the time is right, you can exercise.
Yeah.
But until then.
For sure. There's definitely some ideas I just throw out because I want them to be around, but I don't want to do the work to do them.
That's the thing. It's like how connected and how attached are you? Because it's like if it doesn't really matter that much.
Like an app that I think Kaylee ended up showing me that there is one. It's like an app that compares all the gas prices around. You can go in there and alter it as you see them and stuff. So you could. I was like, it'd be nice to be able to like pull up the stats and be like,
They need that for service industry.
What?
This is my great app that somebody will steal, and I'm fine with it. Maybe I can get a percentage or something. I don't know. But my idea, maybe I should. No, I'm not gonna actually do it. This is why I'll say it, because I know I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, you just want it to be around.
Yeah, I think there needs to be an app where every like server or bartender, even hosts, right? But mostly server bartender, it's like a profile, and it shows where you work. You have the choice to upload your schedule or not, because if you want people knowing where you're at all the time. In terms of business, you should, right? From a business standpoint, from a regular civilian everyday person, there's no harm in people knowing where you're at, right? And you get reviews, right? Instead of you just reviewing a company, because I get reviews at my job, but you have to go look in the reviews and they put your name, right? But it's like under your thing, it's your reviews, right? And you get a star. You get like up to 5 stars. Mm-hmm. And then you can even upload. This would be even crazier.
I'm going to create 100 bad accounts and trash your score.
You get
100 1-star reviews.
You could upload the actual checks. That would be the thing. You upload the checks and it gets rid of the credit card, but it shows you the tip, shows you the cat, how much they spent. So you can see in net how much sales you're bringing to a store, what your tip percentage is. And based off that, based off your profile, you can see that, oh, you're working these days. So people be like, oh, I like this server. He works here. I'm going to go over here. And then it would incentivize the server bartender to work at multiple places, because it's like, oh, I'm here this day. And then companies will want you because you bring in business. And, oh, you're a 5-star server. You have this many great reviews. Then you can also leverage it and be like, okay, I don't want the $213 an hour. If I'm going to come in here on a Saturday night,
I want $214.
I want $214. Nah, because then you could leverage that. Yeah. And then you actually have a working resume. Because if I went to a new job right now, and I could tell them, I'd be like, oh, I could give them my accolade. The things I can give is like,
I did that.
What?
I did that when I went to Buffalo Wild Wings. And it was like, I realized, I was like, this isn't a bad place to be, especially in the South when football comes. You have not only Sunday, you have Saturday too, where people are going. Yeah. And then you have the deals Tuesday and Thursday. So people are coming in. They have a great rewards program. Like, so I was like, it is good, but how long will it take me to get? But I realized the bartender has the best spot. So I was like, but how long will it take me to get there? And then everything else happened. But I was like, I don't know if I'll make it that long to get there. Yeah, you know what I mean. At least at this spot, but there is a track.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
But when they hire, they're like, oh, we hire like
from within.
Yeah,
that's what they told me.
But then they turn around and hire this other guy for like one day, and then I think he caused problems and he did it off.
Like, see, they say that, but then it's like it's not 100% true.
Yeah, because they always hire somebody.
Because when I was in line, right, when I got hired at the job I work at, I was in line. I got hired for the bar, but it was like you gotta do your due diligence essentially, which was like 6 months. And at the time, I was like, I'm not gonna be here 6 months.
Yeah,
like, fuck that. But
6 months isn't that long.
No. But then after about 4 or 5, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 months, somewhere in that time, they hired a dude and put him right on the bar. Now, okay, he worked there like 10 years ago, so that was his thing of like, okay, you're coming back. So, and but I was making great money, so I was like, you know what? I was like, felt a little slighted. I was like, I didn't say nothing because I was like, you know, I'm making good money. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean, fuck anything up. So I'm gonna leave it like that. But I was like, I mean, where's your dude? Like, I had to do mine. Like, you're just gonna slide on there. That dude ended up stealing like $30,000 from the company. So terrible decision on their part. Should have just put me up there. But
that's hilarious.
Now I have all the shifts anyway. So
yeah. But so I saw that, and that's why I was like, do I ride out the B-Dubs thing? Because I was debating, I was like, you know, I could have both these spots, and if I get the bar in both.
But that's what the app would do. You know? If they see you're a 5-star bartender, then maybe you don't need to do the due diligence. Maybe it's like, oh shit, he's like a prime time person.
But then they didn't schedule, and it was crazy because when I like the weekend that I decided, like the weekend in my mind, I was like, all right, I'm definitely not working there anymore, even if they whatever. The manager texted me, and then he's like, yo, you still work here? I'm like, bro, I haven't been scheduled in like 2-3 weeks. Like, you tell me, basically. And I told him, like, from my perspective, how everything went down. And then his response was, what do you want me to put back on the schedule? And I was like, so I put my phone down, thought about it for an hour because I need money. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't warrant, like, just like not even like our bad, just like, do you want to be on the schedule? So I was like, nah, I'm just gonna search for other opportunities. Thank you though, blah blah blah, and whatever. And then that next weekend, the other job started getting like way busier. So I was like, the amount of money I was making at B-Dubs on that Saturday versus the next Saturday, how much money I made, I was like, oh. So I was like, I made a good decision.
Yeah.
Because now I was starting to make like, back to this job, I can survive with this job for now. Summertime, then we'll see what happens in the fall or whatever.
Yeah. Summer's honestly slow for me.
Yeah, that's why it's funny. It's opposites. Because for you, it's slow.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, that's the prime time.
Like, I walked out with less money last weekend that I've walked out with in, like, many months.
True. But at the same time, I have been thinking, I was like, bro, like, you know, different things, like, where Keita's at, like, she's at a great spot. But I was like, if you took this spot and threw it on a beach, like, I'd be making, if we were in Florida, I'd be making, like, ridiculous
the
amount
location
of
isn't
money.
that good.
You know, because people are coming all year round. They're on like, being in a vacation place is actually the best place.
I honestly was thinking,
Now
this is a conversation for another day and another year, really, but I was thinking of thinking about a relocation.
I was like, because if we go somewhere where it's more of a vacation spot and we can still work the hours that we're working, whatever, but people are coming, they feel better. You're in a spot, they're already listening to music anyway. So many different avenues versus like the same old business. Like, they went to work and now they're off of work today, and now I'd rather deal with someone who's on vacation than someone who's like in their work, whatever. Because then if they're on vacation, you might give them something when they go back to their life. That's their whatever their life. You can give them something to take with them home.
Yeah.
Versus like support them in whatever, like, the drudges of, like, you know.
Yeah.
Or like relying on them. You gotta rely on this, like I gotta rely. I'm hoping these guys come in this week because they'll make it better. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Versus like, you know, at any moment, who knows who's gonna walk through the door because there's another family that's having fun. There's another guy.
Yeah.
You know, and on top of that, you're living in a nice place, so there's a balance. You know, I think it. You know, I don't know. Shit. It's definitely a conversation to have. Oh shit.
It's not the time though.
I think I finished the water though. Oh, I didn't talk about
Yeah, you did.
All right, so I actually had one thing that I wanted to talk about, so we can kind of talk about it and wrap it up. But I was someone said, I don't think I was part of the conversation, but I was in the area when someone had a conversation about, we were talking about like kids shows and stuff, and so I was like, what do even kids have nowadays or whatever? So the other day they're watching some Jurassic Park like animated show or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the second season, I guess. And I just walk in halfway. They're deep in the season too, so like I'm definitely like walking in on like there has been build up.
Yeah.
But like within like the first like 5 minutes, I'm sitting there, and like there's like a lesbian kiss scene.
Oh no.
And they're like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just, and then they're talking about like, I'm not gonna. It's like, you can't run from your problems, you gotta face them. I was like, well, that's true, but I was just like, they're forcing these like social ideologies on these kids, and I was like, what age? I'm trying to think what age it is, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll let it go. But later on it gets to the like a scene where there's gonna be like the violence, and it doesn't show like somebody dying or getting like the dinosaur, it just like the dinosaur like rips them in the car, and then it's off camera so you can't see. But I was like, you're gonna show the lesbian kiss scene, but you're not gonna show the dinosaur chomping the car. So I was like, what age? It is 7 years old. They're saying this is like whatever. So I'm like making these comments. I'm like, it's crazy that they're like, how like, not that it's like people like you shouldn't know about at some age like what the world is talking about, or that it's okay to do this, whatever. But I'm like, you don't need to force every social ideology into a fucking thing. And then to top it off, the group they're meeting up with the two dudes who are by themselves is a fucking black dude and an Asian dude in the car. Like, they've been separated from the team and they're meeting up with them. It's like, why are these the duo? Like the black and Asian, and the one looked like Miles Morales. So I was like, look, now they got Miles Morales in this shit. And I lost the crowd when I said that. They're like, oh, bro, it was so funny. So it was like, I was gonna throw Miles Morales in the Jurassic Park films, whatever. But I was like, it's just weird nowadays to like. But then you brought up, we were talking about robots, where it was like they had the lamp, and he died.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can still have these things that are maybe like it's a little dark or whatever.
Yeah, but it doesn't show them.
But it's not. But
shows them fall over, then the morning fades, and then there's that chalk outline.
Yeah, and it's like some kids might pick up on that, but some kids aren't gonna think anything. And then as you get older and you watch it, like as an adult, the adult's gonna understand that humor or whatever, and they're gonna get it. Versus like forcing these social ideologies on kids at 7 years old. I was like 7 years old.
Okay, there's a couple things in here. One of the things is the best writing is see it now, understand it later.
Yeah,
that's the best writing for anything. Doesn't matter if it's a movie, music. It's all because in that space, you're either if you're doing it for a kid, you're writing something that they'll see now, and then as they get older, they'll comprehend it later.
Yeah,
like they'll comprehend it to a point where it's like, oh, that makes sense. But at the time, they couldn't connect all the dots because they don't have all the dots to connect. But that's great writing because they can still conceptualize whatever they conceptualize, but you're not forcing anything in their mind.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the best writing. But then the same thing works for adults. Same thing works for like anyone where you're giving a concept that they're not accustomed to, and later they'll get it later, and that'll make more sense. So there's that. I think that the stuff, I don't want to say stuff because the stuff that people argue about the most right now, I think it's designed that way. It's designed as a distraction. Like they want people to fucking die and fight and die for it. They want people to be super passionate about love, love, free love, essentially. And then they also want people to be super passionate about like protect the kids, and they want that battle to go on. So they're gonna put it in there so that like someone's gonna look at it and be like, oh look, they're representing us, and they'll fight for that side. And then someone's gonna look at it and say like, I don't want my kids exposed to that at this age. And then they're gonna fight because you can't, like, no one can ever win that. No one can ever win that fight because on one side it's like, you're right, like free love, like you should love how you love, and no one should be able to take that from you, and you should be able to be who you are, and so you can't lose that fight. There's no losing. There's literally never a point where you lose. You're always gonna win that fight because it's like, how could you tell me?
Yeah.
And then, but the other side that you can also never lose is like, I should decide what my kids will experience. You can't tell me how to raise my kids.
Yeah.
So, and you cannot tell me. So it's like that, you'll never lose that fight either. So that the tricky part of that, which is the great writing, is just used for an evil cause, is that those things are put into place to get the two sides to fight over something that no one will ever lose.
True. I definitely think that, I mean, shit. My opinion was that if this TV show isn't meant for kids to watch, like the dinosaur chomping on the fucking car or whatever, then the social ideology shouldn't be in there either.
I personally, I think, well, it's funny when I'm picking shows that to watch, like even just with Amber, because Amber's 7. I'm like, I try to pick something that I know doesn't. I don't like. I go to the kids section, but then I'm like, this is all too dumb.
Yeah.
I'll go to the family and I'm like, when did the, like, when we were kids, because Dad was like a DVD person, he loved DVDs. The wall of DVDs that we had in the options was more vast than if I go on fucking Disney and I click the family section. I mean, Disney is like pretty much all family movies, but or like so Hulu, right? I go to Hulu, I click the family section, it's like you got like 40 options, and like they're all trash.
Yeah.
There's no good ones. And I'm like, there's a couple good ones here. There's a couple Christmas ones that are good ones. I'm not going to play that right now.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas. It's like at what point in time, where are all the options? Where are all the good movies? So it's like, I'm in a space where it's like, she wants to watch, and some of the stuff she puts on, I'm like, it's a little dumb.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't want to watch the dumb shit. I'm not watching the dumb shit. But then I'm like, okay, where's the other side where you can put some intelligent thing? But then it's just not what she's accustomed to. Like, I played the Garfield movie. And like she just wasn't, because it's not the animated style and It's like the older one. And it's like that's the one we had as a kid. But watching
they
it,
put out a new one.
They put out a new one. Yeah.
Is that what you're watching?
No. We're watching the one we grew up on.
I'd be curious to see if she attached.
She probably would, and then she would probably like the other one.
Yeah.
But like some of the humor in there, and like there was something where Garfield says something, and he like looks at the camera, like breaks the third wall, and is like, I'm just like, it's clever writing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But maybe it just requires a little bit of age. And then in terms of for Nahi, I'm just like, I don't know, some shit to fucking that he can like watch and just like, I think the Mickey Mouse shit is a bit stupid.
Yeah.
But it is funny because he started watching. But ever since the fucking, I'll say this on the camera, which the other day me and Eddie were making a song, and I put Mickey Mouse on him, but we were and there was sound because we weren't recording yet, so there was sound, and or was it me and Eddie, or was it, I don't know. I think it was me and Eddie.
No, it was you guys were making the song.
Yeah.
You said I should join you. I was going to come join you, but when I came, this was after this.
Yeah.
This is when you said you should join me.
So he woke up or whatever. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
No, so you guys were writing, and then we're making the beat. I walked in. You said you were like just changing, like, dude, this just happened.
Okay.
And then you said you should join us. Then I left.
Oh, so I was
came
still in the
back.
process. We were still in the process of
Yeah,
making the beat.
so you're making the
Yeah.
beat.
So that was before he passed out because I put him on the chair after that.
Yeah.
But I had him set up in front of the couch. I put Mickey Mouse on because like Keita started playing it for him, and it is funny just watching him watch, like when he hears Mickey, like he really just likes Mickey Mouse. Because when I put it on the other day and he was fussing, he heard the Mickey Mouse and his eyes are like that. He's like, Mickey Mouse. He's like excited to see Mickey. So I was like, that's just dumb. He just likes Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, you like what you like. And that's all he's really exposed to. Like, we did the dancing fruit before that. But now it's like, this is the time to introduce. I've been playing Pokemon when I'm sitting with them. Because there's like a time, he's not really there yet, but in the age of the toddlers, I think it's like 6 to 9 months, where like they start to like, where you can first put images in front of their faces and they won't know what it is, but it's like imprints on them so that later that they'll recognize it. They say that's a good time to show them like word cards and shit. So I have all these word cards. So when he gets a little older, I'm just going to show him the word cards. So when he gets older, he can see, when he sees the words, they'll make more sense in his mind than someone who didn't see the word cards. Because it's like imprints. But anyway, so I've been playing Pokemon. I've been watching Pokemon with him. So, because I want him to like Pokemon. But yeah, so the story. I put him in front of Mickey Mouse. He's watching Mickey Mouse. And we're making the beat, so I'm not really listening to the show, right? I'm listening to the music. And then I hear that it's like different. Like it's not Mickey Mouse. It's like I hear something different, but I hear he's like upset over there. So I'm like, oh, I turn around and I go over there and I look at the screen and it's like some horror shit on the screen. Like there's like this dark, it's like almost like a trailer for a horror movie. That's how I could describe it. Like it was like, you know those shots of like a stairwell, and it's like a shot from the top.
It could have been actually.
And it's like spinning.
It could have been showing you like what. Maybe no. Continue on though.
What were we gonna say?
It could have been showing you like, you know what I mean, when like something ends and it's like what else is on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't really make sense compared to your story.
So that could have been what it was. So I guess the episode ended and it was like showing this horror thing and it was like creepy music and the spiral staircase and an alley or something, and then it was like the thing that really like was like it looked like a vampire face like jumps in front of the screens like and then he's like freaking out at this point, and then I'm just like, I go over there, I'm like, what? So I get in front of him so he can't see the TV anymore, and I grab him, I'm like, what the fuck? And I hit the controller, and then it back up, and then it's like on to Lion King.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense why it was Lion King after when you clicked.
It was Mickey Mouse, right? So when you go back, it should be Mickey Mouse.
It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah,
it could have been something like that, but it doesn't really make sense because why would you be on Mickey Mouse? And then when you hit back, now you're on Lion King. That doesn't. So really make sense.
I got my own theories of what happened there, but at the end of the day, was playing Mickey Mouse for him. Fucking all of a sudden it changes some horror shit, and there's no way in any algorithm that's intentional. Like if it's really set up and they got the algorithm, it's a kid show, you're gonna play kid show after that because it's probably a kid watching. They obviously have that shit set up because they want the kids to keep watching this shit.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen on accident.
Because
on purpose, if it was the right way, it should have happened where some other kid thing started playing. And then I hit because it was a Mickey Mouse. I hit the back one. Now it's on Lion King. I wasn't on Lion King.
Yeah.
I put Mickey Mouse.
Which is why it's sketchy.
So it shouldn't have taken it to something else.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy thing. It's like it wasn't even in the right place. It was like, so what the fuck is this thing doing?
Yeah.
So I mean,
so I think the moral of the story is be careful.
I feel don't walk out the room. Yeah. Because that's the thing. You think
even that thing where it's like that little thing, but then also anywhere else. It's not like in the old days where not even old days, a few years back where you pop in a DVD. And you know this is this is Mary Poppins. Like back in the day you had VHS, you could record over shit, but you know this is Mary Poppins. You know start to finish is Mary Poppins, so you can whatever. But nowadays with ads and different things that can pop in YouTube, like you never really know.
And
what
we have
these kids
I don't know if
going.
there's a non-Disney premium, but we have the Disney premium for the record for all people watching out there.
True.
I don't know if there's a non one that shows ads.
Maybe.
But.
So definitely be careful.
So that's crazy. Like in my mind, I'm like, that was put in front of him on purpose.
Yeah.
by whoever
Yeah.
to do whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's like now it's like I don't, and that's why, and even Keita was like, I'm not gonna play Mickey Mouse anymore. Like fuck that. So that's, to me, that's moved us away from Disney, and we started showing them this show called Bubba Guppies, which is actually kind of cool because there's a couple different stories or some shit that they're doing, and then they sing songs, and the songs are actually kind of good. Like I like the songs. I'm listening to them. Like, okay, that's like, it's good kid writing.
True.
So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So he's watching that right now because I'm like, Mickey Mouse is like, and I'm just tired of hearing Mouse Mouse Mouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Amber didn't get the memo. I saw Amber put Mickey Mouse on him from her earlier. But now it's like he probably don't even like Mickey Mouse anymore because he heard the Mickey and then all of a sudden there's a fucking scary face. He's like, what the fuck is that? So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
You can't walk out the room. It's like, you have no idea what the fucking, what they're going to put on there.
With the streaming.
Because you can't control it. So yeah.
But yeah, make sure you, you're conscious of what your kids are watching.
Yeah.
And, protect your packages.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. It's weird. What else is going on?
I don't know.
I didn't get to work on my game at all today. Just literally cleaning Amber's room all day.
Yeah, that's big though.
Took like 8 hours.
That's great.
Yeah.
She needed it.
Did need it. Everything was nasty. I mean, floor's crummy, sticky. Like, how can it be crummy and sticky?
Everything was nasty.
Yeah. It's like the floor felt like...
But the top corner of the ceiling just fucking drooping with shit.
Yeah. No, the floor felt like if you took a graham cracker and smashed it and spread it out as thin as possible. Just everywhere. Thin. Right? So it's not really like big...
It's like the sand shower when you get out the ocean. You shower off and you take that first step and you're still
not that bad.
sand.
Not that bad. So crush a graham cracker and spread it out to where like there's no parts just touching each other. So that they're all like a little bit separated. And then do the same thing with a gusher and just smear it out. So it's like that's to the point where it's so smeared out that you don't even see the gusher anymore. But it's like
nice.
It's like that sticky and crummy, like just nasty.
Nice.
And there's just tons of stuff that's like,
nice little nerds rope.
I know that she had too much random shit when like, and I'll know that when she starts giving her shit away. She'll be like, oh, I'll get her a toy, and like 2 weeks later or like fucking 3 days later, she's giving it to somebody else. She's like, here, I got this for you. I'm like, no, you didn't. I got that for you. So now I'm like, and after the last one, I got this little fishing rod and shit. She fucking broke it. And then I started to know, it's been enough time of watching the cycles go on now where I start to notice like, oh, I got you that here. And like a plushie, that's the biggest thing. It's a stuffed animal. She's like, oh, I really want this. She always really wants that one. And then you get it for her, and then it ends for like a week. It's like her favorite one. And after that, it's just like you don't even see it at all. And then you find it crammed behind her bed 3 months later, never being used. So it's like in my mind, I'm like, on the one side, I want to buy you shit to make you happy because it makes you happy. You like it. It's like, oh, but the other side, it's like,
you really got to peel back. What do you actually want?
Yeah. And that's what I'm at. Like, I told her, I was like, look, what I'll have you do is once a week, I'll have you write me down a list of the things you want. And then every week, I'll have you write me a new list. And the things that are, and when I'll look at it, and the things that stay on the list, I know that she actually has an interest in, even if it's for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That she actually has an interest, because she was like, I bought Minecraft. It's like $2. I bought Minecraft on the iPad so she could play like Minecraft on there. Because I'm like, I love Minecraft's cool, so like it's a good thing to play, I think. So, but then she's like the other day, she's like, oh, can I have some money so I can buy some of these worlds? Like she wants to buy a world, but I'm like, no, like go build a world.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking. I'm not. You already bought the game.
Throw it on survival.
Yeah, make your own. But she only plays creative.
I know. So you're missing out.
I know. Well, eventually. Well, yeah, but I don't even care to force it. It's like you'll get there eventually. Because creative is fun.
No,
but
creative's great.
It's a different game. It really is.
It is.
If you're playing, but she also does build cool shit. Like she builds like large scale animals. And they actually look really good.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because if she goes to draw the same animal, it's terrible. Like, you gotta draw it. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like she drew a horse the other day, and like just the size of all the appendages.
But it looked like the Trojan horse.
No, like the body is like a big circle oval. The legs are just like 1, 2, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3 lines to initiate 2 different legs. And the head is just this really tiny thing coming off the top. And it's always wearing a hat. So I'm like, what is that? She's like, it's his hat.
Do you think if I was I feel like she would be scared of the horse
my
if
God.
you actually brought her to her horse.
No, she likes horses. She rode a horse.
Actually, right?
A couple times, yeah. We took her at the fair. We took her at the...
Oh, nice.
We went to that rodeo that one time.
Okay. So she's alright then.
Yeah. She
She was like, I want a bird. And then a bird flew right by her the other day, and she just sprinted away. I was like,
Yeah.
You don't want a bird.
I'm like, what would you do with this? She's like, I just keep it in the cage. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I walked her through that too.
Yeah.
She's like, I was like, well, either your bird's gonna eat your hamster, or your bird's gonna be locked away and never be able to fly. You don't want that.
But if she gets a bird, we gotta name her Rattata.
Yeah,
She got the hamster named Pitchy.
Rattata.
But that's not happening.
No, she's not getting a bird. I was like, oh my god, he flew away.
I just think part of it is like, yeah, she would let him out. They're like, oh, come here, little birdie, and he would just fucking dip. She'd be like, my bird. She'd be devastated.
Yeah, I would take the blame for it. That's fine.
Oh, you would let it out?
No.
I don't know. The only way I'd get a bird, there's no, I don't know. If I had a large property, I'd get a parrot.
Yeah.
No, I'd get one of those like
Carrier pigeon. I would, if we had birds that could send messages.
No, I wouldn't get a pigeon.
Not a pigeon, but you know what I mean, like a nice hawk that
I wouldn't get a hawk.
that
either.
delivered my messages.
I wouldn't get a predator bird. I would just get one of those birds that just look beautiful, like a colorful ass
A
bird.
vulture.
Give him a little perch, feed him, let him fly around.
What's that? A chat tot. I'll take a chat tot.
Yeah,
Have him sing a little bit.
I gave Chat Tot the ability, I made this actually would be for the Pokemon fans, Pokesparky out there, since I'm making my own Pokemon game.
What are you doing?
I gave Chat Tot when he turns level, I think it's what? I don't know. 80, 85, no. 85, 90, 95, and 100, he can learn Sketch. Sketch is, like, can only be learned by Smeargle, and that lets you permanently copy a move. But since Chat Tot copies the voice, like, it's a fucking parrot Pokemon, so it copies.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, let's give him that. Let him be able to just get any move on him. True. But you only get 4 versus Smeargle gets like 10 or 11.
True. Well,
weird world.
anything else? We got anyone? Yeah. I gotta edit this, so.
This is long. Actually, not that long. I don't even know.
No, this is a good. It's a good amount, but I gotta edit, so I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to try to knock more out. I mean, shit, if we can knock one tomorrow night too, I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah, we can see.
When you get off, essentially, because I'll probably get off before you.
Everything is going. Gotta see how the work zone's going.
Yeah.
Let's see how everything unfolds.
I gotta
was
work
funny.
all day tomorrow.
It was funny watching the leak. Watching a leak from each person.
I see. Today was my last. Yesterday I drank because out of all the monsters, like I'm gonna stop drinking them. Because it's like health. I feel like it's just bad for your health. Just drinking too many.
Yeah, it's probably good though.
So today I had like one that I'd opened a while ago, stuck in the fridge. Like that much left on it. So that's all the caffeine I had today.
Nice.
So I've definitely waned myself away. But tomorrow is gonna be a work day, and we'll see what's gonna happen.
Work days are tough.
Because I don't really eat while I work that much,
Neither do I.
and then I don't. But I can make myself espressos whenever I want. So we have an espresso machine. I'll do that.
You be 10 espressos deep.
And then coffee. I usually do a double shot, but then how I normally would drink it would be, I'd put a double shot and then I'd put a bunch of chocolate syrup in it, a bunch of caramel, and a bunch of cinnamon. But I'm like, it's just so unhealthy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
sure
see.
There's a
We'll see
way.
what happens.
Just gotta find which one.
I guess that's it.
All right. Well, this is episode 40.
Yep.
Appreciate anyone who's watching. Will watch. Continues to watch.
We're gonna try to get back on the regular schedule.
Yeah, we'll get back. We'll get back on the regular schedule, for sure. Once we're caught up fully.
Imagine.
Technically, this should be 41 technically, and it should have been out on a Wednesday.
That's okay.
That's basically where we're at.
I mean, if we start doing 2 a week, we can just literally just rack them up.
So
They can be you can get it all ahead of time, done, edited, And even just you can like post it to be scheduled, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, it's definitely possible to have it.
Yeah. Like in 2 months time from now, it could be where you have the next 2 months of podcast already.
The only thing is, I don't like when we did the thing where I was like editing or I was putting them out like once a week, and it was like when I did one every single day in a row. I kind of like when it's closer to where we're at. So I don't like going too far because it feels like
it's old by the time.
Yeah, I feel a certain disconnection from it just being a little too old or whatever. You mean like talk about something that's happening now, you know, that's like, but then in 2 months is not the same frequency, you know. Even the Diddy thing, I've talked about Diddy like 2 months ago or 3 months ago versus now. It's like it could be a whole different.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like I kind of like staying close to where we're at, you know.
Yeah.
And then once we start getting guests, then we can kind of like figure out how we want to maneuver everything or whatever. So I don't mind going a couple.
Then I think the idea would be you could break the Wednesday. Like you could always do the Wednesday, but then you could have like in that week a second one came out. This one came on a Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I think the best like Tuesday, Thursday, or Wednesdays, like
so
some shit like that. But
whatever it is,
we'll figure it out. We'll get back on track to shift. We appreciate anyone who's watching. Go stream the music.
Yep.
And pay attention to what your kids are doing.
Got a bunch of new music coming out. Not probably soon, but got a lot. I'm stacking up the tracks now, so eventually we'll have a nice little rollout going.
Yes, sir.
Got
always more coming. Always more to do. Well, we appreciate you. Yep. I go by Ryan.
Jason the Guru.
Ocean Waves.
Peace.
Peace.